Good morning, tribe. This is Sebastian. I'm the co-founder of Jungle Realtor, and today we have a very special topic for you guys. We are talking about investing in the Riviera Maya and financing those investments with a Mexican mortgage here in Mexico. And to give you all the details about that, I have a really good friend of mine, Azahel Domínguez, the mortgage broker. How you doing, my friend?
Sebastian, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for the opportunity. I am really happy to be here. First, I want to introduce myself a little bit, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Like you said, my name is Azahel Domínguez. I am the mortgage broker. Everybody knows me as a mortgage broker in Quintana Roo. I came from Mexico City as a you, right?
Correct. I'm from Mexico City as well.
We are Chilangos.
Chilangos.
Yeah, I came here in 2006, more or less.
Wow.
I have been working in the market
It's a long
around
time.
20 years, Sebastian.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I am really proud about I closed more than 9,000 signatures in this year. So I am
9,000
really
mortgages?
happy. Yes.
Wow.
So, it was 20 years, of course, but
It's a long
I am
time.
really happy to
I think
proud.
I've known you for about half of that time, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, I remember perfectly when I first met you that you brought coffee for everyone at the office. We were super happy and we all wanted to work with you.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We are talking about that, and thank you again for inviting me. I worked for the banks at the beginning, several banks, but then in 2009, more or less, we got remember the subprime in U.S.
Yes,
Okay?
correct.
So my director in Mexico called me and said, Asael, we must to close the product for foreigners, mortgage for foreigners, and then that's why I meet my partner, and we make a new company as a mortgage brokers since 2009.
Okay.
So that's why I have an agreement with the principal banks in Mexico, and that's why I can offer for you guys, for the brokers, for the real estate market, several kind of products of mortgages for Mexicans, foreigners, or wherever.
Okay,
So
perfect.
that's why I can offer. But the best or the most important benefit in this is you and your clients don't have to pay to me my fees, because the bank that they needs of offer, they pay my fees.
Okay, okay. So the bank will pay your commission. Your services are not, let's say, payable to the person that's going to get the loan, correct?
Yeah, if you need a mortgage, just I can find for you the best option for your pocket, and then the bank that you want to use, they pay my fees.
Perfect. So it's free of cost
For
for
free.
for
Well,
free.
for you, of course, I have to make money, so
Of
the bank
course.
does for me.
Awesome, awesome. And what kind of products can you offer a foreigner when buying a property here in Mexico, especially in the Riviera Maya?
You know, in Mexico, we have three kind of migration forms. As a tourist, when you just came here to visit and see if you want to invest here, if you really want to stay here, you can be as a resident permanent, okay? Or even if you really want to be here, work here, stay here, you can get the permanent resident.
Okay.
So there is three kind of migration forms that you can see.
First one is tourist.
Tourist, correct?
Second one,
It's temporarily
temporary residence.
resident, and after 5 years, you can get the
Permanent.
permanent resident.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a permanent resident, you can get with me the Mexican loans as a Mexican.
Okay.
So we have more than 8 offers, 8 banks, even more. As a tourist, we have a specific mortgage for them.
Okay.
That's, I think today we can talk about that.
Let's say someone from the U.S., maybe Canada, is watching this on YouTube and they're looking at properties in the Riviera Maya, and maybe they've got, I don't know, a good solid down payment, maybe 30, 40, 50%, and they want to check out the options to finance the rest. What kind of loan to value ratio do you think is possible to get with Mexican banks? What kind of terms are you able to get them?
Sure. Yeah. Let me tell you something. At the beginning, Sebastian, I made a MBA. We call customer experience.
Okay.
So my maestria in Mexico, it was because Start when somebody in Canada, in America, go to Google and find casas en venta in Playa del Carmen or Tulum. No?
Okay, okay.
Enter. Okay, so
Homes for sale in
home for
Playa
sale,
or
exactly.
Tulum.
So that is born the real estate market. No? So my goal is, Sebastian, find to the Mexican or foreign families, find the best of financial option.
Okay.
At the beginning, how can it start? I recommend to you guys come with me to talk about the financial economic in Mexico. If you want to start to open the door, you must to open an account, a Mexican account.
Okay.
So the people say, how can I open an account if I just be a tourist?
Right.
And I say, don't worry, you are with a mortgage broker, okay? With the right people. So you can open an account, Sebastian. This is the first thing that I have to tell you. You can open an account, a Mexican account, so you can save a lot of commissions when you send your money as a international wire transfer. For
Okay.
example, if you have an account in Chase, for
Yes.
example, in America, you send the money to Mexico, or when you buy a property, you lose a lot of money for the exchange rate. So
Right.
if you have a Mexican account, you can save a lot of commission for the exchange rate or whatever, okay?
Okay.
So you can open that account. And I can give you guys a Visa card, which is very important. You can use in all the world because it's Visa.
Okay.
Of course, don't worry.
Debit?
It's debit, yeah, for
Okay.
sure. It's not a credit. But this is the door to open the door in the Mexican financing.
Okay. Perfect. So first step would be to get an account with a Mexican bank.
Yes.
Correct? In pesos?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but if
As a tourist, you can get them as
just
a
with
tourist.
your passport and your form. When you came in the airport, you receive a white paper, which is the third form, with that one and proof of address from your country.
Perfect. Okay. So with that, you can start building a credit score in Mexico, correct?
That's correct. That's why I said that it's like the door to start with the Mexican process.
Does FICO exist in Mexico?
Yes, we do FICO score as well. The regular or minimum, let's say 680. That's
Okay.
the low FICO score.
680.
680. And I saw many from 800, 850. So that's a good credit score.
Okay.
But we work as well with the FICO scores to get a mortgage, a good mortgage.
Perfect. A lot of people, a lot of readers I've seen online that post that it could take a long time. You have to be patient. And that's, I think, also a very valuable reason of why working with Azahel, the mortgage broker, because you make that process hassle-free instead of people dealing with the banks directly and having to send out maybe a lot of paperwork that they don't know how to get or why the bank needs it. So how long does the qualification process take, and how long does the signing of the mortgage take average? Because people can look at this video in maybe a couple of years, but on an average.
For sure, yeah. Of course it's not too easy, and that's why you and me, we are here in order to help them to get the house, the keys of the house. Pretty much, Sebastian, as a foreigner, let me explain a little bit about the product. This specific product for foreigner works, we can lend 70%
Okay.
from the purchase price. So which is the 30% down payment. That's the first requirement. Number two, this kind of mortgage, Sebastian, I don't need to see the credit score in US or Canada or
Okay.
Mexico. So we don't know if they are good or bad payments. For that one, we must do a challenge, which is put 30% down and start to pay 3 months. Let's say if right now in August, we want to start with the process with one client, so he has to pay August, September, and October. If they pay on time, those 3 months, they can get the formal approval from me, from the bank, okay?
Okay.
Just with the 30% down, with the 3 months on time, that's pretty easy to get the formal. But this takes around 4 months, okay? 4 months. I recommend, Sebastian, make this deal in the houses or properties which is in pre-sale.
Okay.
A little bit pre-sale. No 2 years, no 1 year, but maybe 8 or 6 months. It's coming.
Okay.
I recommend use this kind of credit.
Perfect. Perfect. Obviously, you can get pre-sale properties that are starting maybe 18 months, 24 months till delivery. That wouldn't be the best, let's say, product for them because it could change. But something that is closer to delivery, maybe 8 to 6 months, you would suggest.
Awesome. Yeah, it will be awesome because I need the 3 months to make the formal approve, and then I need maybe 1 or 2 months more in order to get the closing.
Okay, perfect. Now, what about Mexican nationals that live in the U.S. and that maybe they've been living in the U.S. for almost their entire life? Do you have some kind of product for them?
Sure. And this is pretty awesome because there is a lot of many thousands of Mexicans living in U.S., in Texas, New York, Chicago, wherever. So
California.
California, yeah, for sure. If you make an experiment on Facebook, you can spend 100 pesos just to order. If you are Mexican and want to invest in Mexico, as if you make money in American dollars, you can do it through a loan with us. It's like advertising. I'm sorry, guys, but yes, you can do it. Even if you make 20 times more pesos, because $1 right now is 20 pesos
Right.
for the exchange rate. So pretty much for every 15,000, let's say 15,000, they have to pay less than 500 a month, Sebastian.
Okay.
Which is very cheap for them.
Right.
Very cheap.
And the process is similar to the one for foreigners?
No, that process is immediately.
Okay.
Just they gave me the pay stubs or bank statements in case that they are as employments or independents.
Even though they're in the U.S.
Yes.
Bank statements from Bank of America,
Correct.
Chase. Okay.
Yeah, we took the documents from U.S. or Canada in order to see their income.
Okay.
And look, this is a good thing. Look, this is a good point, Sebastian. In order to see if they can prove to the bank their income, it's just if the monthly payment will be 500 a month, they must to cover or to show to the bank that their income is 3 times 500. 1,500 a month. If they show to the bank that their income is 1,500, they can get the mortgage with us.
Okay. So they have to earn how many times more the payment?
3 times.
3 times. Okay. That's kind of like the rule.
That's correct. Yes.
Perfect.
Pretty much that's our rule. And also, we have to review their Buró de Crédito,
Credit score?
FICO score, credit score in U.S., but also in Mexico.
Okay.
If they said, okay, I said, I don't live 20 years in Mexico, I don't have a credit score in Mexico. Okay, that's good. So we call like we have to check up all the boxes. Okay. So one of the boxes is we have to see if their FICO score in Mexico is clean. That's pretty much for me enough to get the credit.
Okay.
But also we have to see the U.S. credit score.
Perfect. Now, with the Fed rising interest due to the inflation in the U.S., do you think there's going to be more people looking to finance properties in Mexico?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, I have many calls from them the last 1 month, the last 3 weeks, ask me about the interest rate in Mexico. We must tell to your followers that in Mexico, we have been working since 20 years ago. Our rates, guys, are right now is the lower is 8%.
Okay.
And I think the is 13.5 the top. So, but we have been working with that rates 20 years. So
right.
For foreigners, I have the product that we are talking about. The rate is not bad. Look, Sebastian, is 6% at the beginning.
Okay.
So again, if I give you as a loan to value 70% for each 50,000, will be less than 500 a month.
Okay.
But those include principal, interest, insurance, commissions from the bank. So everything that's included on those monthly payment.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, if they are looking for foreigners or let's say if you have a client for American, Canadian, or even Europe, okay, or Argentina, whatever,
right.
At the beginning is 6%. is no bad, my friend.
Okay.
Really is no bad.
Gotcha. And especially they can, with the return on investment that we're looking in at properties here in the Riviera Maya. I actually got a credit through your company as well, through SOC. I got it as a resident, as a Mexican national. I got, if I remember correctly, it was like a 7.9% interest rate.
Correct.
Fixed. It wasn't variable, and it was 30 years. 20 or 30 years. I can't even remember.
Yeah, that's a very important thing, because the terms.
Yes.
About the terms is you can choose 5, 10, 15, or even 20 years.
Okay.
But the most important thing in Mexico, Sebastian, is that we don't have repayment penalties.
Okay.
So if you won the lottery tomorrow or today, call me please first.
Right.
And we
Invite
can
me to dinner.
Invite me to dinner or Vegas, whatever. And then tomorrow pay the mortgage, and you can leave the mortgage as long as you can do it. So there's no penalties.
That's what I did.
That's
correct.
exactly. Even for foreigners, again, if the foreigners have won the lottery or have a commission, an extra commission, they can pay the total amount without any penalty.
Or even with the return on investment that they're making.
Correct.
If we're looking at 8 to, let's say, 12% return on investment through Airbnbs, short-term rentals, if you're, let's say, 6%, 7% is going to your bank, and the other percentage, you could just prepay it. And I prepaid my bank loan in about 2 years' time. So once I did the math and I saw how much I paid interest, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, that's correct. It's very important your point, because here, if you want to invest here, you can get more than one, let's say, your payment, and even you can pay the double. Okay, with your Airbnb rentals.
Right.
Okay, if you pay double, Sebastian, your mortgage double, you can finish your mortgage in 6 years.
Okay.
Look, this is very important. In 6 years, you can get 100% of your equity, 100% of your capital gains in just 6 years if you pay the double.
Okay. Understood. What are the benefits of getting a bank mortgage through a Mexican bank? I remember someone told me you can deduct taxes. What are all the pros about getting that here?
Yeah, principal, like I said, you don't have to show to the U.S. or your country that you have one property in Mexico. So for that one, you don't have to pay taxes in your country. Okay, this is the principal thing,
Okay.
I think. Okay. Number 2, I think is, like I said, I never ask about your credit score in U.S. So this mortgage disappear in their credit score. So if in case that they want to get another mortgage in U.S., my mortgage is not included in their mortgage, in their FICO score, in their credit score. So they can get another mortgage because my mortgage is not appear in their credit.
This mortgage in Mexico won't affect their FICO score in the U.S.
That's the best word. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah.
Perfect. No, that's perfect. Okay, and you can deduct taxes of that loan in Mexico.
Yeah, we were talking about the taxes. No? In Mexico, guys, we have just one tax. We call predial or tax property. It's less than the 300 a year, so it's nothing really. In U.S., it's a lot of taxes.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, it depends in the state, but I've seen people paid over $10,000-$15,000 a year of property taxes, which is crazy.
Yeah, crazy. And here, you have to pay the tax property every year, and even you can get a discount if you pay before to December.
Correct. Yeah, it's usually around 0.001% of the purchase value of the property. So if you paid $300,000 for your property, you're going to pay around $300 a year.
That's correct.
Which is one night's rent on Airbnb.
And congratulations, because you know how can calculate the estimate for the predial.
Yeah.
So it's 0.15 when it's just a lot.
0.1, and it's of the cadastral value, and that is changing a little bit. But we could use that as an average.
Correct. Yes.
To be able to.
I really let me tell you in front of your followers, congratulations, because some brokers doesn't know that how does calculate or estimate those taxes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess they're not licensed, because that should come in the license of Sedeto to be able to be a real estate agent. But that's another conversation.
Another topic, yeah.
Another topic. Perfect. Anything else you would like to add for viewers that are looking at buying properties through a Mexican mortgage here in the Riviera Maya?
Yeah, just the benefits for the mortgage. Guys, is pretty much to get the mortgage, I need just passport, proof of address, I need their income. Like I said, if you are employment, I need your pay stubs, your last 3 months of your pay stub. And also, if you are a self-employment, I need your bank statements, the last 6 months. Our term is for 15 years, okay? However, again, the principal benefit is that you can pay without any penalties. So prepayments are welcome. You need to remember 3 months in order to get the formal approved. So you need to show to the bank that you can pay on time those monthly payments, and the next 3 months, and pretty much the 30% down. That's very important, Sebastian.
The 30% down is deposited in the bank account of the Mexican bank?
In the escrow account, which is the same lender. Regarding in the lender, who is the lender?
Yes.
Because this is very important, because I saw many advertising, but never through who is the lender.
Yeah.
Okay, the lender is a small bank, Mexican bank. We work with them since 3 years ago.
Okay.
We got, Sebastian, around 20 deals with them.
Okay.
We have Canadians, Americans, too many people from Venezuela, Colombia, Chile. I have a lot of Chileans right now doing the challenge. Remember, the challenge is for 3 months.
Yes.
So
Argentinians?
Argentinians, not too much.
Okay.
From Russia, I have a lot of clients as well.
Russian clients.
Yes. But right now, I think I have more than Chilenos. Chilenos is the top number one.
Wow.
I really surprised as well.
Yes.
Yeah, but they have right now a little bit problems in their country about the president.
Okay.
So they want to invest in other country, and here is this. It's awesome. Invest here.
Wow. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. Okay. So it's the lender. This product is available with a Mexican bank, correct? And good thing is, if you have the plans of maybe retiring here or living long-term in the Riviera Maya, and you do want to go through the immigration process to become a temporary resident and then get your permanent residence, you're going to have availability, you're going to have access to a lot more mortgage options in Mexico. Important thing is that Azahel has a contact of all the banks. Like we mentioned, he works directly for you, for your best interest, to get you the best rates and the best terms as possible. And we're going to leave Azahel's information in the description below so that you can contact him directly in case you have any questions and you want to schedule a meeting with him, so that he can actually understand your individual needs and he can offer the best product for them. Okay? Azahel, thank you very, very much. Is there anything else you want to add?
Just think about, we are like a one-stop. So with us, you can get mortgage. Perfect. You can get the
bank account.
You can get the fideicomiso, the trust for you guys, and you can get the appraisal. Okay. And you can get the notary. Okay. So in
one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. So feel free and contact me. Thank you very much, Sebastian, for the opportunity, and I really appreciate this time for me.
Thank you as well, Azahel. It's always a pleasure working together. You have a lot of information, and like you mentioned, you've been here for 20 years. So you've lived so many experiences, you've worked with so many clients, and you know the perfect process and the ins and outs of getting a mortgage, a trust, a bank account. You're full of contacts here in Mexico. So I really, really appreciate that. And hopefully we'll be working soon together.
Yeah, for sure. I'm so happy to be here, and thank you. And I think maybe we can meet you again soon.
Sure thing. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Don't be shy. Like, comment the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll be updating new videos about the purchase process of properties in the Riviera Maya, Tulum, Playa del Carmen, Puerto Aventuras. And don't forget to check out our website, which is junglerealtor.com, so you can see all the listings that we have for you. Thank you, and you have an excellent day.
Bye bye.
Ready.
En una toma.
En
amigo.
una toma, cabrón. Eres una pistola, güey.
No, bueno.